Hey, it's Ashley with another episode of Mindful Morning for you, and I've got a question to ask you today. Are you addicted to doing? And when I say doing, I mean, are you getting caught up in the hustle of everyday life, the to-do list, the responsibilities, the latest problem you have to solve? Are you so caught up in that stuff that life is passing you by? I do these mindful morning episodes during the week on Facebook Live because I feel it's my responsibility as a coach to be in my ear and to be in your ear, asking these important, difficult questions of us all. At the beginning of the new year, we often ask ourselves how we want to live. And the stuff that was important to us in January becomes completely forgotten by the time we get to July. For no other reason other than the fact that we get caught up in the busyness and the doing of daily life. So I think we have to be intentional every day. Because when we're not intentional, it's just far too easy to get swept away by this stuff, and we make excuses for the things that really matter to us, like maybe your health, your relationships, your spirituality, or whatever that is for you. We often put that stuff aside so that we can attend to the latest problem. But it's those individual days that start to add up and shape the picture that tells the story of our lives. So I want to share with you some ideas on how we can be more intentional in our daily life and not get swept away by the to-dos, just based on what I know to be true for me personally and what I've seen to be important for my clients. And the first thing I'll offer is that to be intentional means to be deliberate, to do something on purpose. And from a practical standpoint, that requires a certain level of organization to make that happen. The less organized you are, the more reacting you're going to have to do. And for me, if past lives really are a thing and we come back to keep working on the things that we didn't get right the last time around, then organization and planning is one of the biggest reasons I'm here. I am not a naturally organized planner type of person. So if that's something you can relate to, I just want to let you know that, organization and planning may not be natural, but it is learnable. It's a learnable skill, and there are systems that you can put in place for yourself to help you do that. The second thing I would say is that it matters how you start your day. There was a study done recently, and I just came across it randomly, so I didn't hold on to it, and I can't quote it for you properly, and I'm sorry, but basically what it said was they did a study on productivity. And the people who started their day by checking their emails were like 40% or something like that, less productive during the week. Why? Because checking your emails, responding to emails is reactivity. And when you start your day from a place of reacting to things, that is the tone that you've set for yourself. So, how are you starting your day? Are you reacting to things like emails or to your family's needs? Or are you setting that, some time aside to be intentional in the tone that you set? I don't think it matters so much exactly what you do to be deliberate in the way you start your day. I think it's best if it's something you enjoy. For me, I like to do 15 minutes of yoga, 15 minutes of meditation. By the end of that half hour, I am in a good spot to get me going. But some people like to do journaling or go to the gym or do some sort of visualization for how they want their day to go, and that helps to get them organized. But to do something deliberate at the top of your day instead of starting from reactivity right off the bat. Another idea that I want to offer is to know what your biggest plates are, your most valuable plates, because we spin lots of plates every day. But if tomorrow all of those plates fell down around you and shattered, which are the ones that you would have to just leap toward and glue back together again? Which are the ones that you could not bear to have break? And those are your valuables. Those are your values. And you build your day, you prioritize your time around them. And to go along with that, the fourth idea that I have is mandatory time off for those valuables. If that's your health, then it's mandatory time off to cook yourself a healthy dinner, get to the gym, or whatever it is you need to do. If it's spirituality, then mandatory time off to do whatever your spiritual practice is. If, one of my biggest valuable plates is my family. My husband and I are Jewish, and it used to be that Shabbat was a, a negotiable priority. And when it's a negotiable priority, it's important, but it's not consistent. And so Shabbat became a very inconsistent thing for us. So we've changed that now, and it's mandatory. Like if you call me, if you try and get in touch with me from Friday night sundown to Saturday night sundown, you're probably going to have a very difficult time unless you're coming over for Shabbat, because we carve out that time. It's mandatory family time for us to reconnect, and it really is something to look forward to during the week. It helps me be more productive during the week, and I have that 24-hour period where I just shut down completely and I'm just fully with the people that I love. The next idea that I have is to do like a self-assessment of your daily habits and understand how those habits are shaping your day and the doingness of your day. Instead of trying to change all of them at once, just at the top of your day, maybe pick one thing that you just want to do a tiny shift in on that day. Because like I said, it's the individual days that add up and start to shape that picture. If you just make that one tiny shift at the beginning of the day, with that intention to change that little habit, it will start to really add up and make a big difference to your life. So those are my 5 ideas. The first is to get organized so you're not constantly reacting to things. The second is to be deliberate at the top of your day instead of starting from reactivity. The third is to know what your valuable plates are. Fourth is to make those special with mandatory time off. And the last is to do a self-study of the habits that are shaping your day and just choose one at the top of each day you want to practice shifting. And of course, just listening to this episode isn't going to be so helpful as it is to go away and actually try this stuff out in your life. Go away and experiment with it. If you haven't already opted into the Mindful Morning Toolbox, go follow the link that I'm putting here and get yourself started. Inside that toolbox is where you'll find all the actionable resources, exercises, cheat sheets that go along with these Mindful Morning episodes, and they're all free, so there's no reason that you should miss out on it. And of course, if you're loving these Mindful Morning episodes, then please leave a comment, write a review, share this with other people. You never know what kind of message somebody might need to hear on any given day. Okay, guys, I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care.